A short London trip with Elica. This is Elica Miwa, a theater director, actor in Japan. I have just arrived at London last night. This video is about my 5 short stays in London, summer 2025, from a Japanese point of view. 8th of July to 12th of July, I was chosen to be a speaker at International Comparative Drama Conference held at LAMDA. Above England, the long and winding Thames. Putney Bridge to Battersea, maybe? Beautiful old tube to Leicester Square. Day 2, going to LAMDA for the conference. The tunnel for subway in London, built in the 19th century, the tunnel was formed like a round tube. That's why we still call the subway as the Tube. 5 minutes walk from Barons Court Station. The 19th century terrace house. Black iron fence, they are called railings. Similar word as railway, interesting. In the musical My Fair Lady also features this railing, an important role in Mr. Higgins' house. A Russian philosopher Uspensky once lived here. You'll see another blue plaque which shows a famous person who once lived here. This building now holds some kind of meditation and art. And we see a long wall. And after this, London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. Yay! LAMDA! Many activities the students experience here are shown as the big posters. This way to LAMDA. Farther? This is a big building. Still farther. Oh wow. Long. 20 times faster. And finally, we are here. Identification card. Free drinks and snacks awaits us in the lobby. On the day 1, I sat to hear Interpreting Shakespeare, Gender in a Performance, and World Film Practice. In the evening, we are to see Giant at Harold Pinter Theatre. Piccadilly Circus! This was my dream place, and I was so excited in 1989, my first ever visit to London as a master's degree student at Royal Holloway College, University of London. 懐かしい懐かしい。あれかな？レスターに行く方だから。Let us drop by Steak and Company for pre-theatre dinner. Many restaurants in West End serve pre-theatre dinner. One may choose primo and main or main and dessert. I took baked goat cheese salad, and all 3 of us ordered stone grilled tuna. Put a piece of butter on the hot stone and then put a slice of tuna cut onto that. So tender, so nice. With the choice of 3 kinds of sauce: horseradish salt, soy sauce, or mustard. So delicious! Yummy! Tonight we are to watch this. Harold Pinter Theatre. It was once called Comedy Theatre. Inside, we are on the Royal Circle. Though it is called Royal, the seats are for lower class people. Until quite recently, the audience of the upper class and the lower class should not meet in the house. The entrance was different. The lower class audience used the side door, not the main door. And the staircase, the bar, and the toilet are separated, and there were no ways to visit either side.
Kind of normal speed. Cool. I walked down from the British Library. I'm not getting on the tube today. No. But it's a nice walk. Have a nice little motor down Tottenham Court Road, and then got as far as Shaftesbury Avenue and was like, oh.
ロッキンホラーショーもここだったんだ。The seats are set in steep steps and the view is not being blocked by the person in front of you. Built in 1881, now a capacity of around 800 audience, the interior keeps its original design. There are older theatres in the West End, but the auditorium here remains as the oldest. I love this pale blue and soft gold neo-Renaissance style. So beautiful. Giant is Mark Rosenblatt's debut play, originally performed at the Royal Court Theatre. Usually, a new play by a new writer is performed at Royal Court Theatre upstairs, a smaller theatre. But this play was found and directed by Nicholas Heitner and straight into the main house. That's astonishing. And more astonishingly, it won Laurence Olivier Best New Play Award. The play is about Roald Dahl, the famous children's book writer, who was against Israel's attack of Lebanon in 1983, that which resembles so much to the situation of Gaza now. The play challenges our view on the world, the race, the massacre, and the war. Day 2. I had to go to the city. The city in UK means the financial centre in London. To tell the truth, I have never had a chance to come here. Where the stock market was opened since 1282. Wow! The statue of Duke Wellington, who won in the Battle of Waterloo against France. The Bank of England. I needed to exchange my paper money into the new ones. An old iron door. The inside of a silk hat the guard of the bank wore. As a theatre practitioner, anything connected to props, costumes, and set design are so interesting for me. I think this was the original gate ornament. The goddess of protecting gold. The notebook to keep the exchange. Look at the size comparing to the money bill on the left-hand side. The cane was used to keep the record of money exchange. It says the stick was cut at the notch and the lender and the borrower each keeps one of them for the record of exchange. They were used before 1100. Diorama of 19th century around the gate of the bank. Look at the green box on the top right. I have seen them in some aristocratic houses, but not knew the usage. They were a manpower carriage. The aristocrats used double horse carriages. how can I pronounce this? They explain plainly that Bank of England got bigger by slave trade and sugar trade with slave power. Top left is a sugar measure spoon, top right is a sugar shifting spoon, center is a teapot. So the wealth of Britain was strongly connected to slave trade. Even the tradition of tea is connected, for it was possible because of the East Indian Company. I was amazed and impressed rather by the fact that they admit that they were getting bigger by the slave trade. And by coming here to this museum, that really made me think and feel that how this world right now is made of so many sacrifices with the people. A purse of a banker, the same as today. The back of the bill is Romeo and Juliet with Shakespeare. The above is Henry V, the below is The Tempest. We see how much British people love and are proud of Shakespeare. Paper money of 18th century to direct Oliver Goldsmith. Coins were pure gold. We called it as mint somehow. Whenever there is a money scene in a play, I do research the historical facts and make the props as real as possible. Working desk of a banker. In directing A Christmas Carol, I had a vague idea of what it was like. I am so thrilled to see the real one here. Women also did stock exchange. Wow! We see the remains of the day in the city of London. The beyond is River Thames, and we'll see the Shakespearean Globe, so let's go. Here we are, River Thames, beautiful sky, and can you see the Shakespearean Globe? With thatched roof. The opposite of the globe is St. Paul Cathedral. We see barely the top of the dome. Coming back to LAMDA for afternoon session. We saw a play written and performed by the MA graduates of LAMDA. The play is called Frats. It gives a problematic mirror to fraternity in a university setting. Very challenging. Post-show reception, canapés. People don't rush into getting food, very gentlemanlike. We are to watch A Midsummer Night's Dream tonight. I lived in London since 1989 to 1992 and 1995 to 1997. During that time, the area around the Tower Bridge was still under construction. It's not popular and not the place to go. And it has come to this. A strange object, supposedly to be a ship. to the riverbank of the Thames. The Horseman at Hayes. After the show tonight, we stopped here for a cup of beer, a glass of beer.
私がいた時はここはまだずっと工事中、何にもない工事中だった。
You see a warship. It is HMS Belfast. Inside is a museum where I should go next time.
昨日と教養の授業。
We see the Tower Bridge afar. And the Tower of London at the left.
Yeah, 素晴らしいね。
People enjoy a summer afternoon. The cafe is full of customers. So nice. Beautiful London. Through the park to the theater. Bridge Theater. For me, it is a new theater. It was not built while I was in London. One step into the lobby, the world turns into the world of fairies. The space is at underneath. Surprising. Another lobby, toilet as well. The arena, the acting area, and the promenade audience. Promenade means that the audience is standing and they walk to see whatever they like. Our seats are at the opposite, the first row of the elevated area. Gradually people are coming in. It is almost a full house. I noticed some people wear flower headsets. They must be actors and they become fairies later on, I'm sure. There were several moving platforms. The characters do scenes there. The stage hands move the audience with hand gestures, and that was also amazing. And as you see, the fairies are using aerial hammock or aerial silk movements. Even during the interval, fairies entertain us with their performances in the air. In the original play, the fairy queen Titania is tricked by her husband Oberon. But in this production, all Oberon's words were spoken by Titania and Titania's by Oberon. Especially the love scene of Bottom and Oberon were hilarious in a happy, pleasing way. That's why we could laugh without hesitation. Really satisfying, happy ending. Going back to the tube station, watching the illuminated Tower Bridge. The Tower of London you see beyond the river was built in 1066 as the result of Norman conquest. 11th century and 21st century both live cheek by jowl. Day 3, our presentation. A peeping inside LAMDA. We are not allowed to enter the students' learning buildings. This is the studio we use. There are so many studios the students of LAMDA use. Probably because of the film industry gets bigger, the technical studios are so important now. All rooms have full sunlight and big windows, which make the mind of young actors to be freer with more breathing. I urge Japanese acting studios should be brighter with windows and space, especially with high ceilings. Our presentation has begun. Organizer and the board member of the Comparative Drama Conference, Yoshiko from Howard University, and Natsuko from University of London. And me, Elica Miwa, I talked about intercultural interaction through Shakespeare. Natsuko uses theatrical techniques for teaching Japanese as a second language.
Such as role plays, skits, and choral reading. However, considering its very limited adaptation, it is a far cry from the real drama conventions and techniques.
As a theater director and actor, I teach intercultural communication through drama at major universities in Tokyo and have also been invited to teach at regional universities. The importance of interaction. Today, taking this opportunity, I'd like to talk about the merit of teaching Shakespeare in a mixed-race classroom and the process the students experience. Many Japanese think acting is to show emotions. No, I say, every character doesn't want to show emotions and do everything not to show them. And that is the act of verbalizing the feeling, trying to be as logical as possible. But, of course, they do have feelings. The tones of the words are there. If one says that tomorrow's speech with sad tone, it would be tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. But if one just say it with joy, never thinking of the context of the play, and it just turns into like Annie, the musical, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, So the tone of the feelings change the written words. I think that's the most important things to learn through presentation, through the play text. The last night in London, Mrs. Warren's profession at the Garrick Theatre. The Garrick, built in 1889, was the name of a famous actor, David Garrick. The house contains about 656 people. Imelda Staunton performs Mrs. Warren with her own daughter. The play by George Bernard Shaw was censored for its theme of brothel. And the performance was so satisfying in acting, in directing, in design, in every detail. Now I'm going to explain what the box seats are. The black area where lighting equipments are installed are also once box seats. Those box seats are so close to the stage, and patrons of the play or an actor sat. They show off themselves just like a PR banner in a sports stadium. Behind this lighting white pole, you see a wall. Yes, the box seats are separated by walls, and these doors are the entrance of the box seats. After the show, you cannot omit a pub. Pubs open until 10:30 p.m. Nobody gets too drunk and go home. Saturday morning, British Airways to Tokyo. Before boarding, an English breakfast should be eaten. A seemingly rich family whispered something by themselves, but I don't really care. Look at these meat and huge mushrooms and tomato and eggs, and these are beans. Premium economy seats, for I have not much time to rest before work. Just before departure, a 19th century English drama has begun. Oh no, it was the drama about the safety procedure. So British.